Why is it not? Ugh. Okay, hang on. Let's turn off stream elements. Turn off camera, turn on camera. What's up? Look at that. I'm wearing the Colts shit. We're doing it. We're rocking this business. Tell me the story. Mhm. 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 Sure. Nonsense. Awesome. Yep. That is fucking hilarious, to be honest with you, 'cause I wouldn't have thought about that. Okay, how's that look? How's blue and white look? I kinda like blue and white better than I like red and blue. You know what I did? I seriously did forget, uh, fucking curtains. Haven't put them up yet. Need to put the curtains up. Oh, are people gonna know that I'm just wearing shorts? Absolutely not. 'Cause I'm not gonna no, I got a shirt on. I wanna wear the Colts thing because I like wearing it. It's my cozy Monday Night Football thing slash Sunday thing. And I'm not sacrificing my comfort for Twitch. Are you kidding me? Oh, you're live right now? It means people oh, good. I thought people saw my shorts. I was very worried. Okay, I guess I'll go live too. Flemeeker halftime show, same shit. Confirm, go live. Update settings. Apply settings. What's up? Nope, don't want that. Let's move this over here.
What's
Oh,
up, Cordell?
what's up,
How's it going?
Cordell? What's up, doggy dog?
Cordell, we
How
did the
you
90-second
doing?
timer last time.
Yeah, and this time I think
And
it's gonna be a lot more chaotic.
yeah, I think
Hmm.
we've kind of decided, at least, we're just going to try stuff. Maybe by week
Yep.
18 we'll get it figured out.
And there's a special surprise here. I got an idea for a segment that I'm hoping will stick around.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a brief one. It's nothing too
Okay.
crazy,
Okay.
but I'm excited for it. We're gonna do that toward the end.
So we're going to
Toward
try
the end,
some
Cordell.
stuff.
Yeah.
He asked if you're in a robe.
No, it's a specifically it's a blanket that goes around your shoulders and just your shoulders because for me that's maximum comfy. All right. The peak of comfort is your legs in shorts, just bare. Air hitting it, normal, right? Then you got this for the top half. Nice and cozy.
He goes, dot, 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 okay. He's wearing a
Cordell?
robe and said there's a surprise. That's why he said dot, 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 okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
touche.
I get it. But also no, not like
Okay.
that.
Few
This
things.
isn't
One,
uh-huh.
there's not really much to talk about in the Monday night game so far. A blocked field goal, three more field goals, and then lots of running. That's
Yeah, I don't really
mostly
care.
what's happening.
Adam jumped in for a second.
What's up,
He
Ashley?
plays his games with his friends.
Yeah,
Adam jumped in and said 17-0 in the
Dolphins,
Super
baby.
Bowl. I'm gonna tell you
Dolphins,
what,
baby.
Adam. Wowee, and hey, Dolphins may feature
Hey, let's
in
just
my new segment toward the end. So if you come
right
back in
there.
like 20, 30
I
minutes,
picked the Dolphins over the Bills. Now, granted, I also got the Steelers, Texans, Raiders, Chiefs, Lions, Jets, Saints,
fantastic.
Chargers, Niners all wrong. So
I will.
I at least got I at least got some of them right. One of them being the Dolphins.
I
Doing
have a
good,
confession
Ashley.
to
How about
make.
you? You guys hanging out in Orlando still?
What's up, Ashley? How you doing?
She's running from a hurricane. That's how she's doing.
Why are you running from it?
Because her school is on the coast and it would wreck them. Could wreck them.
Well, I mean, we're not worried about our school. Chase it.
Yeah, get a boat. Go
Get a
out on the
boat.
water.
Armor, some sort of armor. I'm talking like medieval knight armor, and you'll be fine.
Yeah,
The
easy.
debris will
Easy
just ping off
peasy.
the armor.
Um,
All I'm saying.
Okay, so I think Cordell. I think we're just gonna kind of freewheel it a little bit more so this week.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of us like, okay, 3 or 4 major things we want to talk about and just going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about a certain number of games, or you want to talk about a certain topic. You talk about the topic, and then we'll talk about it for a little bit, and then we'll move on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ashley says it's a category 4 right now. Guaranteed to be out here for at least a week. Good.
You know what they say? They say that's prime chasing weather. That's what they say out there. They say go out there, find that storm, ride it.
See, his mic is
Dominate
so close.
it.
You can see his.
Conquer
I need
it.
to get mine up here so that way you can
get it
see
even
it.
closer.
Because mine has colors. Yours doesn't.
You
I got colors.
It's got the cool spit guard thing. So if I were to spit
Mine's
on
got
it,
the spit guard built in.
Oh, well, that's really cool, I guess. but
ASMR. Hey, baby, we gotta add some like finger pops and some.
this is weird. I'm uncomfortable. I mean, if I was watching this on my own, if I was just watching you do that on my own, maybe it's a little bit different story. But Darren,
Well, watch the very end of last week's stream, and we ASMR'd Hi Christina. So,
ASMR'd hi Christina.
yeah, she was
That sounds like a
high,
great
and
time.
we ASMR'd her.
So wait, when you say it as a verb, what do you mean?
I don't know because I don't understand ASMR.
Oh, okay. It's like a genre, right?
Yeah.
That's my understanding.
I had something about really quiet and lots of like sounds.
Bro, have you like listened to some ASMR videos though? Some of them are really
doesn't-
pleasant to the ear.
Yeah, it doesn't do. I mean, I get it. Like, it sounds good, but it also doesn't do anything
I think
for
you
me.
haven't found your sound. You need to find your sound. It's like squishing jelly beans. Maybe that's your sound. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the sound of Tic Tacs falling onto a yoga mat. Maybe that's the sound for you. You just got to find the combination. You know what I mean? You just haven't found your combo.
Tic Tacs on a yoga mat. Love.
You never know. You never know. You know what I mean? I think mine.
yeah.
I think mine would be Twizzlers being slapped across someone's face. That would probably be the one that would really resonate with me and like itch that thing in my brain the most. Would be Twizzlers across your face specifically.
Soap cutting is the sound for Ashley. How am I sounding? Am I too loud?
Cutting.
Not loud enough?
Ashley. Yes. Also, have you seen the videos, Ashley? Because Darren's not going to understand. Okay, so I'm talking to you now. All right. Have you seen these videos on TikTok? The TikToks. You've seen it. I'm asking if you've seen the ones where
They cut the soap?
it's like these simulated. Yeah, no, not cut the soap. That's cool. That's neat.
Oh.
But there's specific ones. That's like where they have this like grids and it's
Yeah.
like 1,000 pieces. I'm talking about these like simulated, like they slice water into like 10 slices. You know what I'm saying? Or like they have these little shapes and like one of them will be like a spiral, right? And then inside a cube is the spiral cut into it, and it'll slowly spin and like settle into the cube, and then the cube is perfect. Have you seen these videos? Darren, can you confirm or deny that she's seen these videos?
She goes, yes, I've seen that in all caps. It's
They're
so
amazing.
weird, but I love it. That's what she said.
I'm telling you, it'll take Darren. You need to. I don't know how. I'll share it with you sometime.
Okay.
And you will be lost in this TikTok land
Okay.
for hours. It's so.
Dude, my TikTok's
just
bizarre.
Scratches something in your brain. Oh, so is mine.
Okay, Josh, we're
think my
way
TikTok-
off topic.
Who cares? Listen, let's talk about what our TikTok thinks we are. Okay, here's a segment called "What Does My TikTok Think I Am?"
Okay.
TikTok thinks that I am a lesbian who loves sports, video games, and hates Republicans. Pretty close in most regards. The sexuality, and I say lesbian. I don't mean like they go, oh, like girls are on my.
No,
page.
like,
I'm talking.
yeah.
There are women who talk to me, and they're like, hey, you're also a woman who likes women, and I'm like, yeah, sure, like, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like, let's get more of your thoughts and opinions
No.
on things.
Mine's
yeah, they
basically
full on
the
does.
same. Throw in a few thirst trappy things, some disc golf, some beer.
Some cosplay.
Yeah,
I
a
don't
little
have beer in
cosplay.
I got a lot of cosplay. I got a lot of nerdy shit.
Oh, I got a lot of dad stuff, a lot of parent stuff.
getting more dad stuff.
Yeah, but it is like
Getting more dad
literally
stuff.
like a perfect mesh of like
Which is
it's crazy.
hey, and
It's
all
crazy.
you had to do is sell everything about you and your identity to the Chinese government.
No big deal.
Hey-oh.
Ashley says TikTok thinks I'm a drunk lesbian who loves Jewish choir boys.
What? Okay, hang on. Let's side note. What's up with these Jewish choir boys? Have you noticed this? Have you been seeing them?
No.
Okay, they're in these red like satin. Okay, it looks like really shiny shirts, dress shirts, and it's no joke. These like 13-year-old Jewish boys singing. I'd imagine Jewish songs. I don't know much about the culture. I don't know. But
Yeah.
it's there's like one of them I saw was a stitch with these 3 girls probably about Ash's age, like college age, and they're reacting to them as if it's like a boy band, like K-pop, like boy band style.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
But the thing is that anti-Semitic of me? You know what I'm saying? I'm not against these Jewish boys. I just don't understand the sex appeal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is it the yarmulke? Is it the fact that they're covering their heads? You know what I'm saying? And that's like,
But it's only
you know
the
what I'm
crown
saying?
of their
Forbidden.
head. You know what I mean?
Okay, but question, is
So
the
it's
crown
just
of the
the
head
tip.
the sexiest part of the head?
Well, it's just the tip. So.
Like, yeah, okay, but does that mean it's the sexiest part of the head? Crown of the crown. I'm gonna ask Twitter. I'm gonna ask the whole internet.
Okay, do it.
Anyway.
Hey, Ashley, if you can sell my TikTok to 69 nice of your friends, I can hit 1,000 and go live on TikTok. So that'd be cool.
Sell it. You're talking about she's gonna pitch it?
No, I just mean like
Here's why
tell
you
her
should follow
friends.
Darren.
Tell her friends to Yeah, I mean I've got 4.3 million views
Actually,
on That's
make
clearly
a
why.
PowerPoint presentation. The opening slide of this PowerPoint presentation should be Darren dressed up as Belle from the year 2011.
Dude, that was
just
lovely.
because I think it'll
great.
capture their attention real quick, and it might happen.
Offensive PI, interesting. I looked over and saw some drama, but
Here's the deal. I want the Giants to win, but I don't care what
do it,
happens.
Ashley. Yeah, I don't care either way.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
So football-y things.
Has halftime started?
No, we're 11 seconds from 10, 9, 8,
Fantastic.
7.
Look at us.
So
Look at us.
my things were mostly injury related.
I know you sent me all the injuries. I was like, all right, Darren.
Which it's because it plays such a massive role, I think, typically. And because it's like, yeah, I'm sure there were tons of other people injured, but these are like huge name people that.
Hey, you've got 3 segments. Do you want one segment to be who got hurt?
Sure. Okay, I'll lead with it.
All right. Let's lead with it because I feel like we get that out of the way. It's the least showy.
Yeah. So these are just the ones that like stuck out to me as I was listening to the podcast and thinking about the games I watched and everything else. So Trent Williams for the 49ers is out 4 to 6 weeks with a high ankle sprain. So they run the ball a bunch. They got Jimmy G, and now they're missing their blindside. I think he's a guard. Blindside guard. Like,
Yeah, he's
that's
a left
rough.
guard.
Yeah, that's rough.
Or maybe the left tackle.
For 4 to 6 weeks. So
rough.
Mac Jones also high ankle sprain, and so roughly the same. However, that for some reason optimistic that he'll not be out that long. I don't know.
Okay.
Rashawn Slater for the Chargers, again offensive lineman, and they're already wrecked with Herbert, and Keenan Allen was out. Yeah. Joey Bosa got injured. Like so many injuries.
How hurt was Joey Bosa?
I don't know.
That
I
I didn't
didn't. I assume fine because I haven't heard anything else on him. You know what I mean? So I assume it's fine.
That was crazy. Awesome.
Jair Alexander for the Packers, so number 1 corner. Even though missed most of the game against the Bucs and we did all right, he's out with a groin injury. So muscle injuries are always like no idea. You know, it's just do you feel better? Cool. Okay, don't tweak it again. Dude, Tua. Oh, well, I'm coming back to Tua.
Okay.
DeAndre Swift. Campbell said he'll sit out 2 weeks, hit the bye, come back after the bye because he's got a shoulder and an ankle. I think
That hurts my fantasy. I mean, I'm 1 and 2 in my fantasy league with him, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But now
that I mentioned it, David Montgomery's out as well. I don't remember what he's out with. The Saints lost 3 receivers. I can't remember the third one, but Thomas, Landry, and someone else during the game. And they play in London this week, so like, are they gonna have like Olave and
you know that the worse that the Saints do, the better the Eagles pick is in the first round, right? The Eagles have the Saints first round pick.
Yeah.
I just saw a picture of that on that. Right now it's the 7th pick.
Interesting.
Could you imagine being this good and then getting like this 3rd pick?
I know, right? It'd be great. Cordell, no, I didn't see anything about Dallas Goedert, so I don't know.
He was not in the game.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or something like that. Oh, no, I'm thinking of Dalton Schultz.
Yeah, he's
tight
not
end
playing
for the Cowboys. He's not playing either.
All
right, Cooper looked good, though. I think another 100-yard game for him.
He did. So my thoughts related to Tua.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the highlight of where he couldn't stand up?
Yes, where he stumbled like forward.
They're saying, and he's saying, the Dolphins are saying that it was a back injury, that he had back spasms, that his back locked up. Bruh.
No.
That was straight up concussion.
Very, very, very clearly a concussion. That
straight
dude
up concussion.
definitely got bonked in the head way too hard, and somebody's going to get fined for it, and that's going to be it. right?
Yeah.
It's a slap on the wrist, and that's gonna be about the extent of it.
Yeah,
which
because
sucks.
NFLPA
It should be more.
brought it up. Like that is ridiculous. I get sometimes you players might have a concussion and they still play because it's not that bad. Dude, he was wrecked. That was
Oh
ugly.
yeah, no, that dude was seeing stars for sure.
Yeah, so that was rough. They said they're gonna investigate that. The NFLPA brought that up, so that was interesting.
As they should.
In that game, which I thought was interesting, the Bills ran 90 plays to I think the Dolphins 39.
400 yards passing for Josh Allen.
Insane, and they still lose. Like,
well, it's because of the heat. You saw these dudes like on the sidelines just like dying.
Hey, the Packers went down, had to deal with heat as well. Allen was
also a low-scoring game though.
Yeah, throwing up on the sidelines.
Sure.
And the away team won, so just throwing it out
there.
Hey. But no, so injury related. All of them are going to be.
Listen to this freaking Packers homer acting like it's a big deal. Get out of here.
Tom
Brady had no one to throw to. You guys got lucky.
Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, you know.
Wins win.
Hey, so do we. Anyway.
So I think the 49ers and Chargers could be done.
49ers and Chargers could be done? It's way too early for that. No. At least one of those teams are going to the playoffs.
I know.
For sure.
I was high on the Niners, but they already have Elijah Mitchell out. Trey Lance is out. Now one of their offensive linemen's out, and they run the ball. Like, Jimmy G didn't look good against the Broncos. I mean, their defense is good, but, like, I don't know. And then the Chargers, like, if Bosa's injured, I don't know when Keenan Allen's coming back. Like, their offensive line is done. And they keep leaving Herbert in. Like, why are they leaving Herbert in when they're losing 38-10? Like, get him out of the game.
Rest him. Yeah, I get it. You're onto something. You're not wrong.
He was debating on whether he should get stabbed by the guy who stabbed Tyrod to get a shot before the game. Like, no, get him out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I agree. They're better. They're better with Jimmy G as a whole, but
are they? We don't know.
He's not going to be able to run away from it like Trey Lance could.
Sure.
And
we got too small of a sample size to say that Trey Lance is worse objectively now.
No, but I
didn't have a chance to really see him play.
But Jimmy G has done very well in Kyle Shanahan's system.
Sure.
When he's healthy.
Sure. I get what you're saying.
I do love that Dan Orlovsky
I'm not trying to speak ill of him.
Freedom, and when Jimmy G ran out of the back of the end zone, that's so funny.
I can't believe it.
So great. I feel like and maybe not like where they're not. Maybe they still get a wild card or something, but their chances of anything like they were at the beginning of the season are done.
Yeah, I'm not as high on the 49ers. The Chargers, I need more time because I think that if Joey Bosa can come back, if Justin Herbert can still play, like if he does heal up all right, because it's just cartilage. I mean, hey, cartilage heals pretty fast. I don't know.
I don't have cartilage in my knees. So
we'll see. Yeah. I have no idea, but I feel like one of those two not going to the playoffs, I can agree with, but I don't think. I think the chances of both of them not making it are very slim.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't count them out just yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're done talking about injuries.
Yeah, I think
right?
that's about all I got on injury. Those are
cool.
like the big ones that really stood out to me, and I'm sure there's a lot more. But it's just like I know there hasn't been, other than I guess Trey Lance and Dak, there haven't really been like the huge major back-breaking injuries of like.
This week was a big one for it.
CMC,
I mean, it's going to keep happening too.
So there's lots of injuries, but none of the like big, huge star players. So I'm interested to see how it goes.
You know what this is? You know what this is, Darren. It's Chiefs tears. It's Chiefs tears, Darren.
Chiefs tears. Oh yeah, TJ Watt was bad.
So
TJ Watt
good.
was bad. Yeah, you're right, Cordell.
So good.
Okay, go for it.
Let's talk about these Colts, baby. It was the ugliest offensive performance in a long time that I've seen from the Colts. Absolutely. But let me tell you, that Colts defense,
they stepped up.
It looked solid. It looked very solid.
Gilmore.
They didn't even have Blackman in. Yes. He got out.
Or
talk about injuries.
Leonard.
I know, and dude, that man, I miss him so much. Watching him on the sideline. This is the first Colts game I got to watch live because I don't have Sunday ticket. I just watch it on cable, so I'm getting whatever CBS tells me to.
Same.
And I've listened to games, but I haven't seen them, so I'm like really excited. I get Ellie all garbed up. You saw, Facebook saw, Twitter saw, or Instagram, something saw, and Man, let me tell you, that whole game, I was like, this is terrible. Like, we just look so bad. Matt Ryan looks like he aged 10 years in freaking an off season. But let me tell you, when
Well,
he threw that second touchdown, that second tug to Jelani Woods, a man that is 16 times the size of a normal man,
dude, he's huge.
grabbing. Oh my God. I mean, my
Dude,
daughter's napping. My daughter's napping, dead asleep, mouth open. I'm talking drooling kind of nap. And I picked that son of a bitch up and I said, we did it. And she
Jelani
did not
Woods,
like it, but I
two
liked it.
catches in the NFL, 2
Two
touchdowns.
touchdowns, 13 yards.
Baller.
Absolutely amazing.
Matt Ryan, if he, there's always the talk about if he gets protection. No, legitimately, he ain't avoiding
Sure.
anybody.
No, that offensive line, speaking of protection, was awful.
Yeah.
It's the highest paid O-line in the league. We look like Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
Where's Quentin Nelson? Where are the pancakes? I severely missed the pancakes.
Yeah.
I wanted to see Chris Jones on the ground. Also, Chris Jones, you're my hero.
Embarrassing. Well,
You gave us our first win by saying something to Matt Ryan.
So-
no idea what happened there.
it's not this game. It's every game where there's a taunting penalty like that.
Against Chris Jones?
No. Against anybody. I don't even care.
Oh, wow.
Like if it's just
So
talking.
Casey just talks trash.
No. I'm not saying the Chiefs. I'm saying any team, anywhere, like getting a taunting penalty for saying, "Hey, you fucking suck, bro," or whatever the fuck they're saying, like, is dumb.
See, that's
I get
dumb.
it. I get
agree
it
with
if
that.
you get up and like teabag them or something like taunting like that. Like, okay, fine. But you're just talking unless the ref like hears something. Like
Egregious.
if it's like
You're
racist,
you're dropping,
or
you're dropping the
whatever.
N word. You need to get out of there, right? Like what's his face did that one year.
To
Steelers
clarify
guy.
that because like I think a lot of people are just expecting it's a bunch of like, bro, I can't believe you guys fucking suck. Like we're taking you guys to the woodshed,
Right.
like whatever. Like we have no idea what Chris Jones said.
Well, I'm sorry. According to Tony Romo, it was, "Hey man, you're doing a really great job."
I know. That was so funny. So I hate those type of penalties in general, but
Sure. I do too. I agree. It's sports. Let them talk shit. Unless it's hate speech, then
yeah,
don't.
right. So that I just hate in general.
Yep.
But still, you can't do it. You know it's a goddamn rule. You can't do that, Chris Jones.
Sure. Thank you, Chris Jones.
Yeah, on the Chiefs side of the ball, like I think their offense was relatively fine.
I mean,
They had a number
the
of
only
drops.
reason. Think about this. The only reason why you guys scored 2 of those touchdowns was because Matt Ryan gave you excellent
Right.
field position with fumbles.
I get that. Well, I mean
Just a little bit scary for me as a.
you guys had a touchdown that was fumbled at the 6-yard
Listen,
line or something. So like,
Totally understand. We're
Yeah.
1-1-1, which means we're number one. We're winning the Super Bowl. That's it forever.
Exactly.
But let me tell you this. Let me add this a little aside. Let me be a little bit realistic for you right now, okay? So you understand I'm coming at this objectively for you. I'm not coming at this. Let me take my Chief cheers. Let me drink that real quick. Just get a little. Complete and total
my beer
objectivity.
tonight is Safe Word. Hey yo.
Nice.
Okay.
What's up? Complete objectivity. Okay. Watching the Chiefs play against these Colts and watching these Colts struggle like they have, and watching Trevor Lawrence and James Robinson run all over them, pass all over them, and then watching the Chiefs struggle the way they did, they miss Tyreek Hill quite a bit. Valdez-Scantling and Juju Smith-Schuster are all right, but they're just all right. They are not great, and I know Patrick Mahomes is next level and he elevates everybody around him. Yeah. Totally agree. I'm not trying to diss on him. However, you're seeing Tyreek Hill in Miami.
He had
Was
33
really
yards.
something special.
He had 33 yards yesterday.
Yeah, huh?
Like,
What happened last week, Darren? Right?
I know, and that happens.
what I'm saying.
That happens with different people all the
Special.
time. Like
Special.
I agree, but I think one, I'm not worried about the Chiefs. The defense is playing pretty solid. Not
Sure.
great, but pretty darn solid. The offense is getting by. They're still figuring it out. I mean, the number of new additions at wide receiver and the number of drops
100%.
and slash, like I think Tony Romo mentioned it that was it Juju on the last play that led to the interception? Like
Yes. He ran a slant wrong or something.
yeah,
It was
he
miscommunication.
ran. Yeah, and so that's stuff that will get figured out as the season goes on.
Sure.
As long as they don't continue to have those special teams issues, which they got rid of Matt Amendola. I think they should just let Justin Reed kick the goddamn ball. Like
Dude,
at
he's so
least
good at it.
It's a fun
He's
story.
got a golden leg.
fucking cannon for a leg.
He does.
And I saw a tweet today that was like, if they had Butker, they would have had 7 more points. They would have had one.
No, 100%.
And it's like
they wouldn't have missed the extra point. They would have had a
special
couple
teams and
field
kickers
goals.
are underrated. And it's just crazy how much of an impact that makes on the game. Sky Moore that was a disaster on the punt return or kickoff returns and stuff. I would have kicked it short every time to make them return, because their special team, even when they had Pacheco back there, like he got like 10 yards, they were starting at the 14. Kick it short every time, and every other team should do that from now on until they burn them. Like, the special teams is a problem. Like, that's where I'm worried. The rest of the stuff is going to be fine, I think.
I'm going to say this. I'm saying all these things. I'm doing this. I'm putting this warning label up. I'm putting this red flag up. Warning sign. Emergency signals are going off. Only because I'm thinking about the Chiefs as like almost, and I probably shouldn't be, but we all kind of are at this point, right? They're like a guaranteed wild card division card team, right?
At the very least, yeah.
So this team, if they get their shit together, they can beat the Bills, maybe.
Well, they play
right
in
now,
3 weeks.
Right now, they're and I think they're gonna get their asses kicked in 3 weeks, and that's gonna be a big moment. Maybe depends on how hot it is, I guess, in Kansas City, or in Buffalo. Is it a Buffalo game or Kansas City game?
Kansas City, I think.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that they need to get their shit together, or else down the road they're gonna have issues. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick.
But anyway,
yes. Cordell goes, he's not worried because it took 2 messed up punts, a missed field goal, missed extra point, fake field goal because they couldn't rely on the kicker. Okay, no call on the Travis Kelce PI. I have tried really hard and will continue to try to not make how I feel about a game based on a call, except for the Fail Mary, the whatever it was against the Seahawks, like
replacement refs was a big deal.
Replacement refs, like that is different. Like, yes, I get that there are games where it's pretty clear that it's like the Saints Rams a few years ago. Like, there are ones where it impacts that. But there are also plenty of, like, there were missed calls on both sides of the ball. Like, it's not like, oh my God, they favored us.
It happens every game. There's missed calls on both sides of the ball.
So, but this game, there's been tonight,
I'm gonna tell you this.
Been a bunch of calls.
You have graduated past every Dallas Cowboys fan with that sentence alone. The Dallas Cowboys fans are not capable of saying that sentence that you just said, right? They'll complain about those calls till the dying breath. Okay, cool. So that whole segment was the Colts and the Chiefs, and I loved it because we needed to talk about it.
Yeah.
You want to talk about your Packers for a little bit, buddy? You want to talk about them, or you want to move on to something else?
No, I'm fine with that. I said I wasn't worried about the Packers after week 1. And even
now
yesterday,
they're what, 2-1?
We're 2-1. So are the Bears, but we beat the Bears. Whatever. I guess so are the Vikings.
I'm not as sold on the Vikings anymore, by the way. No, sorry, I forgot.
We were without Sammy Watkins. We were without Christian Watson. David Bakhtiari played like 4 series. So he
looked
back.
good though.
He did look good, but he's back, but he's not back.
That first drive, I was like,
when he was in, we got touchdowns. When he wasn't, It's a good sign, though. Good sign. The Bucks do have a good defense. They, for some reason, always, like, I don't know if you saw the stats, but like, since the beginning of 2020 or 2019, Aaron Rodgers has 4 or 5 interceptions against the Bucks, and then 5 against the rest of the NFL in the rest of his games.
Wow. Okay, I saw that.
The Bucks have his number for whatever reason. And
I think it's Tom Brady too. I think a little bit because it was since 2020, right?
I think so.
I think it's the idea because he's only ever beaten Tom other than this one, like once. Yeah, the second time ever. Yep. So there's a Brady factor. Yeah. No tablet's broken, so neither of us were right.
Except for Ken Dorsey by the Bills offensive coordinator. Anyway, dude, that was fucking great.
It was great.
Great. So I am happy with the defense. I forget his first name, but Nixon came in for Jair Alexander and balled out. So that's good. The fact that we don't have Kevin King anymore, and we've got Stokes and Alexander and Nixon who's looking good, and Rasul Douglas, and All the Darnell Savage, like all these guys who are balling out. Devondre Campbell made the stop at the end. Like I feel really good about the defense. Like week 1 is week 1. We're done.
Defense was good last year.
The
So.
offense, Romeo Doubs gives me lots of hope after that game.
Oh yeah, I've got him in a couple fantasies. I got him in one.
And I think that, and Randall Cobb finally showed up, which is
how old is this man? 72 years old.
He looks like it. I think he's like, for some reason, I feel like he's younger than us, or younger than me. Younger than me. I'm not kidding.
No, this man's 47 years old playing football.
Age 32. He's a year and a half older than me. No, 6 months older than me. Literally 6 months older than me.
It looks like he's 89 years
I know,
old.
right? But he had a good game. Like Rodgers, I think, was feeling it more with the receivers a little bit. So hopefully that can continue.
It was nice to see him not just like abandon them in the middle of the game. That was nice.
The run game struggled a little bit, but again, I think that's the Bucs.
They kept making the same point over again about how what's his face, y'all's coach is like, I don't want to focus on making a game plan with these two guys
because
like
what if one of them
gets injured? I'm like, bro, run the freaking ball. Like, just add more of it.
We know CMC's gonna run. We know Saquon's gonna run. We know Jonathan Taylor's gonna run. Like,
right. Well, Jonathan Taylor, man, he's had a rough, but he's had a rough first 3 weeks last year. You know what I'm saying? The man picks up toward the middle of the end of the year, so we'll see. But yeah, no, I think that they got to stop pussyfooting around. Just fucking run the ball.
Yeah, so we'll get there. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then on that note, like, the Bears are running the ball like crazy, but that'll be whatever.
17 times Justin Fields threw the ball.
I know.
17.
I know, it's amazing. It's so funny. Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins, so prime time he's gonna fuck it up. I don't give a shit.
Noon game he does.
God, the Lions, man. The Lions.
I like them.
I love them.
They're a heartwarming story. I need to watch Hard Knocks now.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, a couple defensive players injured, offensive linemen injured. Like,
Your segment was a worthy segment. This is a worthy segment to talk about those guys being gone. DeAndre Swift especially. Amon-Ra St. Brown will be back. They'll both be back.
Yeah.
And they'll both still have stellar years. But yeah, it does suck to see them go. Because, I mean, the Lions are exciting to watch. Hopefully they're back in time for Thanksgiving. Yeah. And then we can have an exciting Thanksgiving. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cordell goes, I need Saquon to get 90 rushing yards and 30 receiving, and he gets $200. So let's go, Saquon.
Saquon Barkley, get this man some money.
Yeah.
Come on. That's pretty cool.
Your turn for the next one.
Okay. We got to figure out, is this my last segment that I'm introducing or no? Because the last segment that I do is going to be my special segment.
Okay, so this is your second of 3.
It's my second of 3. Okay, so now I need to do a second segment. My second segment, drank the Chiefs' tears. Let me get a little bit more of that action and kind of think about this for a second. What else do I want to talk about that happened in football this week? I got it. Let's talk about Lamar Jackson. Just because. We may as well. The guy deserves the time to be talked about.
Money.
Get that freaking money, bro. That man is slinging it. And that man is, like, I saw something today. There was some sort of stat that's like, if he, now obviously, like, there are going to be some down games, so he probably won't hit this. But if he were to keep the same pace that he's keeping now, he would have like 68 total touchdowns. He would have over, I want to say as close to 1,300 yards rushing. Like, this man is on fire.
First in passer rating. I think he's first in touchdowns now.
10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
And 4th in rushing yards.
As a quarterback.
Yeah. So he gonna get paid. And then the other thing is that
not paying him before, because they could have paid him a little bit less.
Because they weren't the 1 seed, they're not, or because they weren't number 1 in their division, or were they?
Last year they were not. They were hurt. No. They were hurt too much.
Yeah. So they have a slightly weaker schedule in theory. So I mean, he could pop off everywhere. I think he's the first quarterback to have 3 passing TDs and 100 rushing yards in 2 or maybe 3 straight games. Whatever
it was 2 straight games, I think, last week, wasn't it? Maybe it was 3.
Regardless,
I don't know.
Still impressive.
He's insane.
Numbers. Like,
he's insane.
It is crazy. He is fun to watch. I am happy that he is. I was always on the Lamar Jackson train as far as like people saying he should play receiver. Like, fuck that. Like, dude, he
quarterback.
He balled out as a quarterback. He's just a different quarterback. And so I'm glad that he is finally like connecting with Mark Andrews, like Duvernay, Bateman are all popping off. Like, he's hitting these people, and I think that that's really good for him, especially in a contract year. Yet again, we'll say it.
Absolutely. One
That
thing I
he's
got to say
doing
though,
this.
I do miss him in his old college uniform. I
Yeah.
like those uniforms.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
uniforms were really nice. Like the silver helmet. Was it the silver helmet?
Louisville, yeah.
Loved it. Yeah, loved Louisville's helmets.
Um,
Uniforms. Anyway, no, Lamar
so
Jackson, great.
yeah, yeah, dude, he's fun. Well, and kind of on that note, like Jalen Hurts, kind of the running quarterback. Oh, Daniel Jones just took off a little bit.
Jalen Hurts he can be in the run for MVP
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Kyler, disappointing week, but he always sucks against the Rams. But like any of those,
Kyler, round 3, baby. Odds looking real good, huh? You getting those headshots, bud? Just give it up. Just go MLG, baby. Just go MLG. That's it. All right, continue.
But regardless, I think the running quarterback is fun. I think that, and they're all like good passers too. And on that note, like Patrick Mahomes, there was a moment when he was running yesterday, and I was like, oh, he's not a runner. He is not a runner. Like he is athletic.
Kyler Murray?
No.
Sure.
Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
He can move. He does what he needs to do, but he is not a running quarterback. No. It is.
Dude played baseball. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Kyler did too.
I'm saying, but like Patrick fits that more. You know what I mean? Kyler Murray was a guy that you could see stealing some bases.
Right.
Patrick Mahomes, you didn't really see stealing some bases. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. Yeah, for sure. So, speaking of bases, real quick, hey, shout out to Albert Pujols for 700 home runs.
I didn't know he was from the KC area, so that's exciting.
I didn't know that either. That's very cool.
He went to Fort Osage High School and then took classes at Maple Woods Community College. So,
loving that. We're learning history now.
Yeah.
Go. Hey, let's go, man.
So tying into the running quarterback, the Eagles was going to be my thing.
Okay.
Their schedule coming up is ridiculous in terms of ridiculously easy. Let me pull this up real quick. I should have been a little more preemptive with this, but
yeah, you're all right. We've only taken up. I keep watching the time. We're only at 35 minutes right now. Granted, we are well into the third quarter. So.
Yeah. So they have Jacksonville, which could be spicy. The Cardinals, the Cowboys, by Steelers, Texans, Commanders, Colts. Who knows? Packers, Titans, Giants, Bears, Cowboys, Saints, Giants. Like, it's not like there are some ones that could be spicy. But overall, I mean, I would think they'd be favored in most, if not all of those.
Yeah. Like, the Eagles are I think they might. I'm telling you, what did I say? Beginning of the year, baby.
I know.
What did I say? Eagles look good. Jalen Hurts looks good. And they just have been like consistently proving me right. And the thing is, Jalen Hurts, I like the guy because he's just so. I mean, he looks the part in my eyes. Like when I'm watching him, he doesn't necessarily look like a Patrick Mahomes where I feel like any certain section or any second he can throw some bomb for a touchdown. But he's consistent. He's smart. You can see it. He has the respect of his teammates. I like Jalen Hurts a lot. Yeah. I like him a lot.
On
like
that
move too.
So him and there were some other people I heard doing interviews this week that I'm like, that's what you sound like? I don't know. It's just there's some people that I hear talking. I'm like,
sure, Pat Mahomes, another good example.
Yeah, but it's just like
I expect that smart guy to sound like he's gargling marbles. I miss that man so.
Who? Did you say Andrew Luck?
I wish I had marbles.
You know what I miss?
What do you miss?
Captain Andrew Luck Twitter.
Oh, that Twitter was so good. I just needed to come back just for like a. What's he? Like you could really capitalize on it. You know what I'm saying? He's out in the wilderness now. You don't know.
He was at a Stanford game this year.
Dude, thin. He's so thin now.
But did you hear his comments?
I heard, but then I'm now dumped that file.
So he was there like they were interviewing him about him, focused on him, but it was for the Title IX anniversary stuff. So they were honoring all these women and women's sports and stuff. And he went off on this thing about how like all the women's team are so great and Title IX is wonderful and all this. I was like, God, Andrew Luck's the best, man.
He's a cool ass dude because that man spent a month and a half just like in his library or his Nook or whatever he does nowadays, and he's just reading.
Yep.
And he's watching these highlights, and he's just like he immerses himself in it. I love it. I feel like the dude must have some sort of ADHD or something because he hyper focuses on the most random shit.
Mm-hmm.
But you love it. No, I missed him. I missed him quite a bit. But
Okay, surprise
it is
me.
what it is.
Surprise me, baby.
Okay, are you ready?
I
It's got a
am.
theme song. I got a theme song. What matchup do you seek? It's our Super Bowl pick of the week.
Nice.
Darren, here's the segment, baby. You ready for this? Had an epiphany. I was on the toilet. Okay.
Best time.
Best time for thinking like this. And I was like, you know what would be a really cool idea? We're watching all these teams in the moment have these phenomenal games. They're doing all this stuff. They're looking good. The Dolphins look like another worldly freaking creature against these Buffalo Bills, even though they didn't really, they in the box score, they didn't line up. Anyway, had this epiphany. I'm like, what if we do a segment about the teams we would want to see play each other in a Super Bowl based off of this week's performance?
Okay, off this.
So if you could choose an AFC team, an NFC team right now this week.
So is your concept like not based on their, so like the Colts, for example, based on beating the Chiefs, not the fact that they're 1-1-1?
Yeah, no, record. I guess you can factor it in if it goes into your decision making, but based off their performance this week.
This week, so AFC, NFC, I have to keep that
AFC,
in mind.
NFC. Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me let Murphy in to eat his food.
Okay. Mull it over. Think it over. Whoever's in chat right now, I think it might be the one and only Adam Call. I think I know your AFC pick, but tell me, who's your Super Bowl pick of the week? Who do you, based off their performances this week, who would you pick to play in the be in a Super Bowl right now?
I'm gonna go Jacksonville.
Oh, okay. Jacksonville for the AFC. Okay, Duval Nation.
Duval, baby. It's fun. It's different. It's they are kind of whooping ass a little bit. So on the NFC side, Packers.
They look scary.
NFC. There's just no one like overly exciting on the NFC side. You know what
Dolphins,
I mean?
Eagles. Okay, yeah. Adam says
Eagles.
Dolphins, Eagles, and I'm with you at the Dolphins, Eagles. But like this week, I mean, their performance was okay. I mean, they beat the Commanders, but I don't think the Commanders are all that impressive. So I would probably. Who would I choose though? That's the thing. The Eagles.
If I could base it off the first half, I would definitely say Packers. Offense was firing, defense was firing.
Sure.
Second half was
abysmal. Yeah, right. Now you got to go whole game performance this week.
I think I gotta go Jacksonville, Philly.
Jacksonville, Philly, huh? Okay,
so.
It's respectable. I think that's a good one. I think those were two really good teams this week. I'm gonna look real quick and see if I have anything different. If I want to try to shake things up a little bit at all. Part of me kind of feels Ravens, just because again Lamar Jackson's playing so crazy.
Yep.
For my AFC team, and based off of this week's performance, I don't know if I would say the Dolphins, right?
Right. It was enough, but not like.
Yeah, it wasn't like I want to see. I would want to see this
down.
Dolphins team play in the Super Bowl. Yeah, exactly. That's why I think I would actually go Ravens. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would, man, I wish the Lions would have won because I really would have been like all about it, all about the Lions. Yeah, it'd probably be the Eagles, man. To be honest with you, I don't see a NFC team that really impressed that much. So yeah, I think I would go Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
And the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
Fly with the birds.
I like it.
So yeah, we're gonna do that segment. Let me do the outro real quick. Which matchup do you seek? It's the Super Bowl pick of the week.
Nice.
Okay. So, yeah, I want to do that every week.
Okay.
I like that idea.
Let's keep
it. You know what I'm saying? It's a fun little thing.
All right. So I think to close this out, we'll do.
Wait, watching. I want to know his.
Who? No, he is. Out. He's not in here right now.
He's not anymore. Okay. Right. When we get a chance, we need to ask him. I'll text him.
Okay. Picks for this coming week.
Picks for this coming week.
Dolphins, Bengals.
Dolphins.
Absolutely. Vikings, Saints in London.
Vikings. Saints have no wide receivers.
Browns, Falcons in Atlanta. It's gonna be a lot of running.
Falcons. No, it'll be Falcons. They'll get their first win.
They already won. They won this weekend against the Seahawks.
Then Browns. I was only picking the Falcons because both teams are just like really not good. So I was like, which team needs a win more? So
remember, I'm doing this whole like, who do I want to win thing, which didn't work for me this week. But you know, whatever.
I'm the one who realistically think is going to win. I think the Browns will going to win that game. Bills
I think it'll be a
Ravens
toss
next
up.
week.
Oh wait, okay, hold on. We'll get there. I'm on
Sorry.
ESPN
Yeah.
now, so
Okay.
it's a different order. I wish they were the same.
I'm gonna ask you every week if you hop in here if that pick stays the same, and if it does, you are the definition of consistency. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Commanders, Cowboys
6-6 right now with the
in
Giants.
Dallas.
I'm gonna say Commanders. I'm gonna say Carson Wentz is gonna have one of his 5 touchdown, 3 interception games. He's gonna throw for 475 yards,
So
and then
I'm gonna
they'll
go.
win 20-27.
I'm gonna go Cowboys just because Carson Wentz was sacked 9 times against the Eagles, and the Cowboys line is awesome, defensive line. So I'm going Cowboys.
I'm standing by it. Commanders.
Seahawks, Lions.
Lions.
Here you go. Titans, Colts. Colts ahead of the Titans right now in the standings.
If we can get Shaq back in time for this game.
I thought he was on an IR.
No.
Oh, they didn't put him on IR.
He's been a full participant in the past 2 weeks of practice.
Okay.
Or at least all of last week. I think the past 2 weeks.
Okay.
And it's really, it's one of those things where they're just waiting on him to be like 100%. They're not letting him go in at 85%, which I respect. I'm not mad at it, especially since we won to this week.
Right.
Hang on. You want to top me up real quick, Darren?
I don't got any Chiefs tiers. Packers want to do. I don't care.
Anyway, yeah. So what was I saying?
Colts, Titans getting Shaq back.
I'm gonna say Colts. I have to. Come on. We just beat the Chiefs, baby. Come on. We just beat the Chiefs. Come on. We're riding high. We bleed blue.
They both suck.
You're right. I can't say you're wrong, but
I'm gonna go.
beat the Chiefs.
I'm gonna go Colts. It's at home. That's
baby.
That's why.
do it.
If it was in Tennessee, I'd pick them.
Come on, let's do it.
Bears, Giants.
Ugh.
Rebecca, what are you obsessed with? The Chiefs tiers?
Chiefs tiers.
Bear.
Hey, Rebecca, you want some?
Bears, Giants. Giants aren't doing much right now. Bears looked all right against the Texans, but it's the Texans. Like,
this game is going to get the official, the first ever, the inaugural. Josh would rather do any fucking thing else game. I don't care. These Giants suck. The Bears suck. Justin Fields in 5 years, call me. You know what I'm saying? 2-3 years maybe. He's going to be good later. He's not good now. It doesn't matter.
I'm going to go Bears.
Same. Picking the Bears.
Oh.
Only because I feel bad for him because we beat him in 2006. Never forget 2006 Chicago.
Philly. Jacksonville. Philly.
Ooh, let me do the inaugural. Josh will shirk anything other than the offspring to watch this game. That's an amazing game.
Wait, Rebecca said she's obsessed with your song. Can we get that again?
You want it again? I forgot the words. Hang on.
What matchup do you seek?
Yeah, thanks.
Gotcha.
I was testing you. I was wanting to see if it was catchy enough. I was checking the jingle. Okay, ready? Which matchup do you seek? It's the Super Bowl pick of the week. That was for you, Rebecca. That was a special one for you.
Jags, Philly in.
Okay, if I'm taking the Darren method of who do I want to win, Jags.
So that
Even though they're my division, I want them to win.
I'm gonna go Jacksonville.
Wouldn't be surprised by Philly winning that game though.
I don't know. Jags defense has looked, other than this weekend against the Commanders, the Eagles defense hasn't been ultra impressive. Like, they let up I guess never mind. They did the Vikings pretty good too.
I'll tell you this. I'll expand on what you're saying. I'll pick it back off it for you. I think that it'll be a high scoring game. I don't think that. I think this will be like one of the first times in a long time that Jacksonville and Philadelphia have played in like a. Well, no, Philly does some high scoring games a lot.
Yeah.
Rebecca
says that your song's so great.
So great. What would you rate it out of 10?
Out of 10, Rebecca. Jets, Steelers. I'm gonna go Jets.
Steelers.
I hate the Steelers, so I'm going Jets.
I don't care about that game either. Welcome to Josh's second inaugural. I would rather do any fucking thing else. I don't care to watch that game. Okay.
Ravens.
Oh, what a game! What a game!
In Baltimore.
Tell me, that's not. They didn't waste that and put that at noon, did they?
It's noon.
What a waste. That's a
Noon.
Sunday night football game. You flex that. Do you know what I'm saying?
What
You
is
move that.
The Sunday night football game is Chiefs Bucks, which
No. Okay.
is probably going to get moved because of the hurricane.
Then move the freaking
Yeah.
Bills and the Ravens to Sunday night. That's a game, bro.
Bills.
That would be such a. I'm going to say because the Ravens defense hasn't got it figured out yet. And the Bills just lost. You got to imagine the motivation, the emotion that's running through their minds right now. Veins, whatever, dicks, you know what I'm saying? Buttholes. The emotions they're feeling all over their body.
Yeah.
It's gonna propel them forward. Their buttholes are gonna propel them, Darren, into a win against the Ravens. But that's like I want AFC Championship game to be that,
dude.
unless it's the Dolphins. Like that's awesome.
Oh, Rebecca is giving your song a 13 out of 10.
Oh, that's Rebecca. My heart soars with the eagle's nest right now.
What?
I'm just so happy.
With the eagle's
so
nest.
Happy with
the eagle's nest is flying.
Yeah, absolutely it is. That's a Michael Scott. That's a Michael Scott classic, baby. Come on.
Bills Ravens.
Man, I'm gonna say Bills. I'm gonna lock it in.
I'm gonna go Ravens.
Okay. Hey, this is fun. I enjoy it. I mean, I would not be mad. No, actually, I want the Bills to win. Anyway, let's go. Keep going. What's the next one?
Chargers, Texans in Houston.
Texans have been scrappy, and the Chargers are injured.
All of Texans games have been a one-score game, haven't they?
They're scrappy. Yeah.
Huh.
I don't think that they're going to let an AFC South team beat them up again. I just don't think it's going to happen. Did you see the meme of the tug of war? There's the 3 AFC teams, and it was like these muscular guys, but it had like the logos, right? And it had them pulling the Chiefs. I was going to share memes with you this week, but I didn't. It's fine. The Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Raiders just being pulled down to the ground. Another one that was really good. Another meme. You seen the Lego Batman movie?
Yeah.
Okay. You know that scene where the Joker at the beginning is like, I'm your rival. I'm your arch nemesis. And Batman's like, I've got a couple of arch nemesis. I got to really, right? All doing all that whole thing. Will Arnett, great job. Wonderful movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
The Lego movies are great.
Yeah. Lego Batman is phenomenal. Michael Cera as Robin. I got to stop. I'm going down that rabbit hole. Got to bring it back. So what I'm trying to say right now is that there was a meme of that scene, but it was Chiefs and Colts fans. And the Colts fans were Joker. And they're like, hey, we're one of your arch rivals. And it was like, no, you're not one of my arch rivals. Oh. Like, hey, anytime that you guys need a win or, you play us, we surprise you and we beat you.
Really.
Like,
same thing with the Packers. No, hey, Murphy, stop it.
That's not a lose situation for you. I mean, it's a win-lose, I guess, but it's still a decent situation for you.
Yeah. I'm going to go Texans just because I'm rooting on who I want, and I want the Texans to win.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Cardinals, Panthers, Cardinals.
Again, Kyler, baby.
Patriots.
Leave.
Patriots, Packers, and Green Bay. Packers.
There's no way.
Broncos, Raiders. Raiders, only 0-3 team in the NFL.
The thing is, the Broncos are so bad. I think that's the first win they get. I think they go 1-3 at this point.
I'm gonna go Broncos because they're fucking somehow winning these.
Yeah, I get it. And like, if Russell Wilson plays like he did in the last drive, just that last drive, then okay. Mm-hmm. But the problem is every other drive that was in that game. Like, the dude is just not Russell Wilson that I know and love. Also, that dude, I don't know what happened, but social media turned on him, and they're like, this is the most cringy motherfucker. And when you watch him, he is the most cringy dude in the world.
He code switches so much. I never know what he's gonna sound like in how he talks.
And did you see the Office spoof?
No.
With Peyton Manning?
Oh, yes.
So, like, when he's like the secretary for Peyton. What is that?
Oh,
what is that bit supposed to be?
Touchdown, Saquon.
Oh, good for some people's fantasy leagues. And good for Saquon. Yeah, I don't like the guy. I used to love the guy.
I've never been a huge Russell fan.
I wouldn't want to hang out with you, Russell Wilson. I just wouldn't want to.
The joke on the podcast
that I listened to. Sierra, Russell Wilson. How'd you do it?
So the podcast I listen to, they joke that he's a robot.
He is.
And
he's no personality.
Yeah, I just feel like I don't think there is a real Russell Wilson. I think he tries too much to please the people he's around, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, for me, the first red flag was whenever he was sitting there in the Super Bowl talking to Roger Goodell. It reminded me of the kid who wants to be the hall monitor this year, and I'm gonna go talk to Principal Glazer, and I'm gonna make sure that he likes me the most out of all the other kids because I want him to know that I really care about the curriculum this year.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. So Raiders. I'm picking the Raiders.
Okay. Chiefs.
In conclusion.
Chiefs Bucks could be postponed, could be moved.
Sure. If not,
Evans will be back, but Julio and Godwin are still questionable.
Chiefs just lost to the Colts, which is objectively more embarrassing.
Yeah.
So when you take an emotional butthole scenario that I've been talking about this entire time,
yeah,
the Chiefs have the more emotional
butthole,
well. So they're going to probably win the game.
Rams, Niners in San Francisco.
Rams? But then again, the 49ers really dominate on defense whenever they play against the Rams.
They own season. Sean McVay for whatever reason, so I'm going to go 49ers just for that reason.
I might actually... No. I'm going to say Rams. I'm going to say it's going to be one of those weird situations where the Rams win.
Cordell, before we do the final bit
Cordell's back.
Yeah, Cordell's back. He says Saquon only needs 15 more yards. Cordell, 15 more running or receiving.
Yeah.
And then also, Cordell, listen to Josh now. Josh, go.
Which matchup do you seek? It's your Super Bowl pick of the week. Cordell, based off their performances this week and this week alone, not their overall records, this week's performance, which teams would you want to see in a Super Bowl next week? Like, you get to choose these teams. Which ones are they? We've got a lot of Dolphins. We got some Ravens in there. We got some... What are you laughing at over here?
Rebecca just comes in and says, emotional butthole, because that's what you said.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, it's a side... I'm gonna make sure I'm going to write this down in Webster's. It's going to be in there.
Cordell.
Emotional butthole.
Which matchup do you seek? Like, which one do you want?
You may sing it again? No, I'm not going to.
Based on the performances this week. This week
alone.
So
Dolphins against the Bills this week. Do you really want that Dolphins team to play in the Super Bowl?
Who do you want to see in the Super Bowl based off this week? So, like, I went Jacksonville, Philly.
Maybe the more I say that premise, the more I think that premise might be stupid. Maybe we do go with their overall this year.
No.
You like it based off this?
I like it. Also, Cordell goes.
Stop saying this to myself.
Cordell goes Ravens, Eagles. That's what Josh said.
I did say Ravens, Eagles. It would be, hey, the Battle of the Birds. No, I'm sorry. Trademark, patent pending for the St. Louis Battlehawks. I apologize for using the cacaw in a
good job.
What's the word I'm looking for? Not disreligious. What's the word that's like anti-religious? Sacrilegious way. I apologize. Okay, yeah.
Dude, Lamar versus Hurts would be solid.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah, I would Jacksonville, Philly, just because off this week I really enjoyed Jacksonville's beatdown of the Chargers.
Also a solid pick. I would like to watch this Jacksonville team play against that Philly team.
Who do they play this week?
I mean, they play each other. You're getting that Super Bowl.
Yeah, I literally get it this week. Yeah, okay. Jacksonville,
that's fun.
Philly.
That's fun. That's neat. I like that.
And I picked that before I saw the matchup this week. So
you did.
Yeah.
Now, did you see that matchup at some other time and subliminally your brain was like, that's what you want? You want that ASMR ready? You said, I really want that to happen.
I mean, maybe.
Who cares?
But I don't think so. I don't know. Whatever.
Who cares? I dig it. I'm excited to see who wins the Darren Super Bowl next week. I'm really excited about
it. Me too. I picked
Jacksonville. Who do we pick? You picked Jacksonville?
Yeah.
I think I also picked Jacksonville. I'm going to pick Philly.
Okay. I picked him just because I want Jacksonville to win. I think it'd be fun.
Hang on. Got it. If Jacksonville wins, okay? No, I'm sorry. I picked Philly, right?
Yeah.
If Philly wins, you have to sing the song next week.
What match do you seek?
Of the week.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
That's you.
Can I do my own flair, or do I have to do it like you?
You add whatever little Darren sauce you want to. Darren sauce sounds like
Darren sauce. Hey, I'm fixed. I've been fixed. I've been snipped, vasected. It ain't doing nothing. So
that's fair. Yeah, add your own Darren flair to it, but that's if Philly wins.
No. If Jacksonville wins. Oh, if Philly wins, I do the song.
So it's a victory for me. So yeah, Philly.
So what do you do if Jacksonville wins?
I don't know. You choose. Go ahead.
You show off your shorts.
I'll show them off right now, baby.
Woo! Okay.
I do. I'm tremendously embarrassed by what I just did just now, but that's all right.
Hot.
Yeah, so that's the picks.
That was good. Oh,
56
wait.
minutes.
Last thing. We'll come in at a nice even hour. How many total points will be scored in Rams-Niners? Low scoring-ish, 17, 14, 30.
Okay, 17, 14.
I'll go 31.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say something like that. It's gonna be low scoring.
Okay, cool.
For sure.
That.
All right.
See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Flemeeker halftime show. We'll see you next
The
week.
halftime show coming in near the end of the third quarter.
Absolutely. Better believe it. Later, y'all.
See ya. Oh, Cordell says he thinks the Rams will score 20 plus. We'll see.
We'll see. I'm not against it. All right. Later, dude.